In this video, we are going to add some levels to our project. One of the first things you usually do when you get started is to set up your various floor levels. Now, if you have a tall building with so many levels, so this is even more important. So levels represent these imaginary horizontal planes that are set at the key heights within the building. Now, you can't add the levels when you are on the floor plan view, which we are right now at. So you want to work on the levels either on elevation or in the section view. So open up the south elevation by double-clicking, please. And here you see the default levels that the commercial template has designed for us. Now, what I want to do is to select one level and I just roll back so you see there are little controls at either end of the level. Let's talk about a few of the controls that we can manipulate with, and they add some additional levels through them. So the first thing is the open circle over here. You can simply drag that to change the extent of the level that works actually on either ends. Notice that there is a dashed line connected to the other levels at both ends, and there is a small little locked icon. As long as these remain locked together, when you stretch one of these ends, they all stretch together. This can be really handy when you have a building with lots of levels, because with a single modification, the changes can be made to the entire design. The next we have the annotations. You can put the annotation for the level at either end, the end of it, or using this temporary annotate. You can see the small checkbox here. If you uncheck it, the bubble and annotation will disappear. You can also turn it on the other end, depending on the design of your building. Now, the location of the level is controlled by this over here, or the dimension right here. Let me just change it for you to see the change reflected on both ends, and I can put it back just like this. I can click on this one, maybe 30 inches. Okay. Let's say I have the conditions that I want right now. Imagine we want to add another level for the grade below the level 1, and maybe I can add another level if our building is a 2-story, let's say. I will add one below the roof. Let's start first by just deselect everything. Go to the Architecture tab, Datum panel, and click on the level. That puts me in the default draw mode, it's very similar to drawing a line. Just click 2 points on the screen and this will create our level. You see the color of this newly added level is black in contrast to the existing levels which are blue. The reason is that it was on the select mode. So if you don't deselect this, it will be black, and it indicates that when it is blue, it indicates that we have this level added under our floor plan. So we have level 2 and level 3. I'm just gonna delete this. And I will get this circle, line it up with other lines over here. You see it's locked now. You might also have noticed the addition of a structural plan over here once I added the level. When we create a new level, it actually creates us 3 separate floor levels. If you don't need them, you can simply click on that, delete it. I'm gonna delete the structural. It not only deleted the view, it also deleted the branch of structure because it was the only choice under structure. So as we need them, we can add, or if we don't, we can delete it. Now I'm gonna select the newly added level. You notice there is a break line here, and you see it's not legible over here, it's a little cluttered. So we have the option to break this level and add an elbow over here. And I can change the name of this as grade. And by saying yes to this message, over here, what I have as level 2 will be renamed in our floor plans. There we go. I'm gonna move the roof a little bit, and I'll add another level on top of our level 1. Because we are going to create a 2-story building. Deselect, select, get this and line it up with the rest of the lines. Let's change this to 14. Let's move this a little higher, or let's just change the number. It's more logical. Let's say 28 feet. All right, this should be fine to start with. Let me add one more level under the roof. I'll go back to the level command. Pay attention to the options you have here. You can build this a little differently and maybe more efficiently. You can pick this option, which is called pick line. Click on that and just add an offset of okay, let's say 110. Now if I click on this level, it will add one more for me where I clicked for the second time. I can call this lower roof, and one more time we add an elbow here to make this more legible. Make sure we can actually line this up with what I have on the elbows beneath. Okay, so that's most of it for the levels, and we can start going to our floor plan by now.